and the Ndic is one of the 78 participants within the financial services industry, and we have a mandate to guarantee deposits, supervise banks, favor resolution, and liquidation. Our key public policy objective is to protect depositors and contribute to financial system stability. It's no longer a news that on June 3rd, that is on Monday, the Central Bank of Nigeria, in the exercise of its powers under Section 12 of Section 1 of GOVIA, revoked the license of Heritage Banking Company and handed it over to Ndic. And by virtue of Section 55, Section 1 and 2 of the Ndic Act, the Ndic has assumed the role of liquidator of the bank. The bank has about 116 branches and regional offices, and we have deployed close to 400 staff of Ndic to all these locations so that they can take charge of the assets and records of the bank. We have made a press release on Monday, and yesterday also we did advertorial in major newspapers to brief the banking public of what we are doing concerning the liquidation of the bank. All with a view to engender confidence among depositors, because we believe it is necessary so that we can promote stability. At this stage, that's at this early stage of the liquidation process, what we are doing is to determine the claimants of the bank. These claimants are of two categories. We have depositors and creditors. And the law said there is priority in terms of payment. And the depositors takes priority over all other claimants. So we are going to start paying with depositors before we move to creditors. So for depositors, we are lucky to have the BVN facility, that's bank verification number, and we are leveraging on it to identify alternate bank accounts of those depositors of the Heritage Bank in liquidation. So for depositors that have alternate bank accounts within the sector, they don't need to visit any branch of the bank. We are aware of their details and we pay them the maximum insured amount depending on that. We pay them the insured amount up to a maximum limit of 5 million. But for customers that have only account with Heritage Bank, then they need to visit the nearest branch so that they can be identified and verified by our staff that are on ground. If they are not able to do that, they can do it online by visiting the website of Ndic, or you visit the website. On the toolbar there is a claim button. When you click on that button, it will give you the guideline and the forms you download and what other documents that you need to attach and then upload. Everything is stated on the website. That's for those who are not able to visit either the nearest branch of the bank or any of the Ndic offices that are spread across the country. This is what is required for us to be able to pay the insured amount. So we are going to pay the insured amount now. This insured amount, we are going to make this payment from the funds, the deposit insurance fund, which are built over time from premium that we've been collecting from these insured institutions on an annual basis. Like I said, the maximum amount which was just reviewed this year is 5 million per depositor. So if you have 10 naira, we pay you 10 naira. If you have 100 naira, we pay 100 naira. If you have 5 million naira, we pay 5 million naira. If you have 10 million naira, we pay you 5 million naira now, because that is the maximum insured amount. After this, the next process is for us to realize all the assets, both physical and the loans that the bank granted while it was in operation. When we realize those assets, we are now going to declare what we call liquidation dividend, and that's what we pay to the uninsured portion of the deposits. We hope to do that. After that payment, when we finish with depositors, we are hoping to move to creditors with the surplus proceeds from the realization of that of those assets. Let me say our preliminary assessment, the total deposit is around 650 billion, but the loans are much more than that. They are well above 700 billion. So we believe we are able to recover all these loans. No depositor is going to lose his money, and even creditors are sure they are going to be settled. I believe this time around is going to be different. Before now, one of the greatest challenges the NDIC faces is that of recovery because of insufficient legal framework that empowers the corporation to be able to recover those loans that were granted by banks in liquidation. We must thank the legislators for passing the NDIC Act 2023. It has really sufficiently empowered NDIC to be able to recover these debts that were granted by the banks in liquidation. And I want to assure the banking public that we are going to leverage on those powers to be able to recover as much as possible. And we are starting this process as quickly as possible because there's really no time to waste, because we know those depositors are waiting to realize their deposits. We believe by doing so, it will go a long way in engendering confidence within the system and thereby promoting stability. It's something that we need to. I don't need to reveal the plans we have, but whoever wants additional information, you just go through the act. You will see additional powers that were not hitherto provided in the repealed act that were given to NDIC, and those powers are really sufficient. We believe they are really sufficient to enable us track those depositors and recover the money as quickly as possible, because this money that was lent to them was actually not the bank's money. It's the depositors' money. The bank collected from depositors and lent to them. So they need to repay back so that we can pay those depositors. I think, let me just stop here, and I'm willing to answer questions. Like we said, the whole idea behind this is to give clarity. We did a press release, like I said, on Monday, and there was an advertorial yesterday, but we still believe there is the need to have this forum so that we can provide clarity on what we are doing, so as to assure depositors that there is no need to panic, that they are going to get their money back. Thank you very much.